Roger, thank you for the 5-4 Pennsylvania. Thank you for hunting, 73.
Victor, Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot.
Sounds great. Thanks for Chicago, and thank you for hunting, 73.
Victor, Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot.
Victor Echo 9, Charlie Foxtrot, you are 5x5 Texas.
5-9 New Brunswick, thanks.
Sounds great. Thanks for New Brunswick, and thank you for hunting, 73. Did I hear a park-to-park station? Kilo 1, Papa Charlie November, your park number, please. I heard 1707, QSL. Okay, you are a 550,
November Delta Kilo.
Oscar Fox. Victor Alpha 3, Kilo Oscar Fox. You are 555 Texas.
QSL Scott 5959 Oscar November, 70 miles north of Toronto. Thank you for the activation. Have a safe day.
Thank you for Ontario, and thank you for hunting, 73. Yours in?
Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilowatt.
Alpha Juliet 7. Alpha Juliet 7, Tango Mike, you are a 4x3 Texas.
Thank you very much. You're 5-5 Northern Utah.
Thanks for that 5-5 Northern Utah, and thank you for hunting, 73. Yours in?
Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilowatt.
Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo, you are 5x9, Great Signal Skyline.
Okay, thank you very much. You're 5-3 North Carolina.
Thanks for that 5-3 North Carolina, thank you for hunting,
73.
73. This is Kilo India 5, Whiskey Juliet.
Kilo Delta 9.
Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ. CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ. CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ. CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ.
Kilo Indy 5, Indy Yankee Victor.
Try that again, please. Your audio is breaking up. Was that Kilo Kilo India 5 ending in Victor, please try again. I think maybe you're getting some RF back or maybe a mic cable. Please try again later. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ, CQ, CQ.
Kilo India 5, India Yankee Victor.
Hello, Roger. Hey, how's it going? This is W4NDK. Hope you're doing all right tonight. You're 5'9" here in North Carolina.
Oh, you're 5'9" down here into Louisiana. Yeah, we're just anticipating some severe thunderstorms for this afternoon.
Yeah, you might have to unplug just to save your equipment. We're expecting some rain later this afternoon or tomorrow, and it's already snowing just north of me here in the mountains of North Carolina, northwest, and also up in Tennessee. Over, over.
Yeah, fortunately, we'll drop down around 30, but we won't have any issues with rain or any kind of precipitation, and it'll warm up back to the Louisiana temperatures here in a couple of days.
Yep, QSL, well, that makes sense. That's a good thing about living down there. Hope you don't get too many thunderstorms or any tornadoes down there, but it's good to hear you, Roger. You're using your infed half-wave today?
Yes, sir. That's what I'm currently running. I'm in the process of getting one of my dipoles back up. I cleared some area to, I'm going to build a storm shelter and put up a tower eventually, but I needed to get some stuff out of the way, so I took down a couple of towers I currently had up to make way.
Sounds like good projects to do once the weather gets a little nicer. Well, Happy New Year to you, Roger.
Well, Happy New Year to you, Nate, and have a good day now, 73.
Hey, 73. It's that was Kilo India 5, India Yankee Victor in Louisiana. That's Roger. Sounding good today. He's 5'9", W4NDK. Clear with him and QRZ. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo W4NDK CQ and standing by. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo on 15 meters CQ and standing by. CQ, 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 CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo W4NDK CQ and standing by. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ, CQ, CQ. Let me get downstairs. I'm going to check something to see what's causing this noise. It's probably the washing machine. I'll be right back, and I'll be calling CQ on 21364. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Be back in 2 minutes. is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ, CQ, CQ. No washing machine running or anything, so it's probably somebody charging their electric car. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ, CQ, CQ. Is the frequency in use? 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 CQ on 142415, 142415.5. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo, CQ and standing by. CQ on 142415. This is Whiskey 4 NDK, CQ and standing by. CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ. CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ and standing by. CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ. CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ, CQ, CQ.
Kilo 2, Mike Tango.
Kilo 2, Mike Tango. Is that Chris or Christopher in California?
It's Chris, yeah, and yeah, I'm in California near Joshua Tree, if you're familiar. Back to you.
Yes, I didn't hear what you said about familiar. Please repeat that.
Oh, sorry, I'm in Joshua Tree, California. If you're familiar with the area, back to you.
Oh, yeah, very familiar with Joshua Tree. I used to live in San Diego, and, you know, of course, U2's album, The Joshua Tree. You're 56 here, Chris, in North Carolina. So you're living out in the desert. How do you like it out there?
Well, this time of year, it's excellent. Yeah, we have really good weather. 70s, high 60s, 70s. Lots of sand, so no yard work. Yeah, not a lot of houses nearby. I'm using hex beam today at about 20 feet, and you're a 5.6 for me as well.
Okay, thank you for the 5.6. You got a hex beam at 20 feet. What's your power are you running?
Our power looks like it's about 700 watts today. The amp is a Mercury Lux.
Oh, you're doing all the work. I appreciate it. Yeah, I see the hex beam in your picture. You got a nice looking house, too. Kind of has that Adobe style. I guess that's what you're going for, right?
That's right, yeah. It's just, a lot of the houses are either built like our house, so flat, single-story, Adobe, lots of insulation, or they're a trailer or container. So those are like probably the two most popular styles.
Sounds like a perfect place to live. Perfect place to live, get away, and also for ham radio. Yeah, I'm running an FTDX10, 100 watts with a homebrew doublet antenna, up about 40 feet, and I'm streaming live on YouTube. Go Amateur Radio, Roger.
Okay, copy that. Yeah, I was pulling up your QRZ, and I noticed the YouTube link and noticed that you were live right now. So I do see the live stream. I'll listen back for myself if you're recording audio later to see how everything sounds.
Yeah, I mean, maybe 10 meters would be a little more open right now, but 20's starting to open up, and it's a little noisy, so it's on my side, but the doublet can pick up some noise also. Let me switch over to the W5GI mystery antenna. Let me see how you sound. Just 1 second. Can you give me a little audio, please?
Yep, coming back. This is Chris in Southern California, Charlie Hotel Romeo India Sierra. I'm talking to you from a Kenwood PS890 and a Mercury Lux amplifier at 700 watts. Back to you.
Yeah, a little bit less noise for the signal ratio, noise per signal ratio on the W5GI antenna. Well, thank you very much, Chris. Nice to meet you. Happy New Year. And 73, I'll turn it over to you for your final.
Okay, yes, nice to meet you too. And yeah, thanks for being out there. Give me someone to talk to. 73, enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Thanks for letting me know a little bit more about the Joshua Tree area. 73 from Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, standing by.
Kilo Quebec 4, November Juliet Uniform. Any radio, get a copy of me? QSL?
Yes, is that Philip in Florida?
This is Philip in Florida. Yes, glad to get a response. How are you?
I'm fine. You're about a 5.6 here, North Carolina.
You are a 595 out of Miami, Florida.
Thank you for the 5.9. What are you running down there, Philip?
Running Yates ST710 with my antenna is 1040 antenna. NFEC.
Well, it's working. I'm running a homebrew doublet antenna, 100 watts with a Yaesu FTDX10. And you're on my live stream. Go Amateur Radio. Over.
Nice to make contact. Can you tell me the name of that live stream again? I'd love to look it up.
Sure. It's on my QRZ page, Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo, and the live stream is called Go Amateur Radio. Over.
Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. QSL?
QSL, and the stream is Go Amateur Radio.
Roger that. Thank you, my friend. 73.
Thanks for the contact, Philip. Nice to meet you. 73. QRZ. CQ20. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ. CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ. CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ. CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ. CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ. CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ. CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ. CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ.
November Delta Kilo. This is Alpha Charlie 3 X-ray.
Alpha Charlie 3 Kilo X-ray, is that correct?
That's correct. That's Kilo Harley 10
Yes, please give me your call sign one more time. Okay, is that Dare in Maryland? Yeah, doing fine. Just battling a lot of noise on the band here. Sorry about that. You're on my live stream, Go Amateur Radio. And what are you running today, Dare?
I got a big whopping 80 watts worth of output.
You said 80 watts into what again?
It's into a dipole.
Okay, dipole, got it. The band's in terrible shape, but yeah, I don't know what. I think I was too far away from my microphone, but wondered if do you hear any bass in my transmission? Any bass? Over.
Yes, Roger. There's bass in there. Yeah, the band is kind of messed up. Plus, I got one of them electric sections not plugged. I feel like something's going. 10 seconds. So it's all good, though. It's pretty cool. Getting off top. Where are you at?
Okay, you're about a 5'2". I'm in North Carolina.
North Carolina, so I'm not coming in real super good or anything like that. How's the sound quality there?
You're a little bit off frequency, real bassy, but you're 5'3", actually, 5'3". What's my report, Dare?
I got you at 7, Roger.
Okay, thanks for the 5'7". And nice to make a contact with you there, Dare. It's Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo in North Carolina. I'll turn it over to you for your final 73.
What's your name?
Name is Nate. Name is Nate. November Alpha Tango Echo.
Okay, hi Nate. Nice to meet you on the radio. Hopefully you get the call from the man when the band is good. But this is about all it is today. So this is Alpha Charlie 3, X-ray off the line.
Yes, Alpha Charlie 3 Kilo X-ray. Nice to meet you there. 73. Thanks for coming in when I'm calling CQ, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, Joe.
73. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo.
Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. This is Kilo Charlie 3 Yankee Hotel Whiskey.
Kilo Charlie 3 Yankee Hotel Whiskey. Frank in Delaware. Wow, you're 5'9". 5'9", North Carolina.
Roger, you're about 5'8" here too, up here in Lewis.
Thank you to Lewis, and I believe my wife's grandfather went to the beach up there quite often. Kilo Charlie 3 Yankee Hotel Whiskey. What are you running today?
I'm running a Yaesu FT991A with just an inverted Y in my attic.
Wow, it's working for you. You running any power?
Negative, just 100 watts that the radio puts out.
Wow, that's amazing. Sounds like you're running an amp. You're blowing the audio away. The last guy I could hardly hear, and you're doing great from your attic antenna with 100 watts. Congratulations, Frank.
Thank you much. I appreciate it. This is Nate, right?
Yes, yes. And if you want to hear your audio, I'm recording it right now. You can go to YouTube, and you could go to my channel, which is Go Amateur Radio. Over.
Roger that. Go Amateur Radio. Appreciate it. 73.
73, Frank. That is Kilo Charlie 3 Yankee Hotel Whiskey. Inverted V in his attic. Wow. Doing really well there. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. I guess the band is kind of short. That's only 400 miles away. That's usually a 40-meter contact. So the band's short to Delaware from North Carolina, but he's doing really well. 73 W4 NDK and QRZ.
Whiskey 1 Echo Charlie Bravo.
Whiskey 1 Echo Charlie Bravo. Is that Gregor in Massachusetts?
Yeah, Roger, Nate. I was just chatting with you on the YouTube.
Oh, yeah, roger that. Yeah, thanks for the base. No wonder you know about audio. You used to work at a radio station, looks like, Roger.
Yeah, I did several, both on air and as an engineer.
Oh, QSL. Yeah, I have the MD100 mic a little too far away from me to talk into it, as well as I had my audio compressed, but now I'm back to the regular setting. So, you know, this is about as good as I could do with the parametric equalizer, with the help of like 4 or 5 other guys and some tweaking of it. So I hope it's doing all right. The band's a little funky too. Over.
Yeah, no, it's doing fine. It sounds good now. The band pass was very much restricted before, but that's been straightened out. The only thing I hear now is clear. But you know what? It's right on par to the noise. This is a pretty chat setting that you have it set for. If you want to do ratio, I would recommend not cutting the low quite as much on the EQ. I assume that you will run inside the radio. The audio stream, by the way, is a little bit on the low side. You can probably get away with about a 10 dB increase what you're feeding into the computer, but it's not mission critical. I'll hear you anyway, back over to you. What are you running TV?
Yeah, QSL. I could boost the audio up a little bit. I need to get into the settings to do that. Sorry about that. But there is so much noise on the band right now. My noise level is a 5.3, and you're about a 5.3, 5.4, so you're getting over it just barely. So I might try another band, a little quieter band, but you're sounding pretty good, and I know I'm not sounding great, but we're trying our best. Hey, I appreciate the contact there. I appreciate you
finding me out here on the live stream. I don't know if we have spoken on the live stream before, but I do remember having a QSO with you at one point.
Yeah, we've chatted a few times. I just turned the audio up a little more, so. Yeah, I'm only running 100 watts here into a doublet, and very good. Hey, good to chat with you, Nate, and carry on, and we'll watch for a little bit, and mostly on down the dial. If you decide to change bands, W4, W1, 73.
Yeah, thank you, W1ECB. And do you recommend any other bands right now? I'm looking at the report of the band conditions, the band activity on DX Heat, and it looks like 10, 15, and 20 are open, but I don't really think 20 is open here. Over?
Yeah, I agree. It's too short for 20. It depends on what you want to try. You and I are right up and down the coast. 10 meters is wide open. 6 no longer, but 10 is really popping. So if you want to work DX, that's the place to go.
Okay, I'll try 10. I'll try 10 calling CQ. Not necessarily need to work DX. I like to talk to people in the States. I think maybe, I don't know, maybe it's not a good time to talk local. But anyway, 73, Whiskey 4 NDK. It looks like 40 is about sort of halfway open. Over.
Yeah, roger. There's a group on 40 that chat locally in the New England area. And so we check them out in the morning. Okay, very good. Enjoy. 7-3 from W1ECB.
Yes, W1ECB. Thank you for the audio. Maybe we could talk sometime when the band's in better condition and you could give me maybe help me out with the audio. I don't have any processing equipment on here, though. That would help. 73, Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Is the frequency in use? Boy, that sounds just as loud as 20. This is Whiskey 4 NDK. It's hard to work in the middle of the day. I'm on 28.4, 28.4. CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. That was nice talking to Gregor there in Massachusetts, W1ECB. W4 November Delta Kilo. CQ and standing by.
Whiskey 5, Echo Delta Sierra.
Whiskey 5, Echo Delta Sierra. Is that Marv or Marvin in Texas?
Marvin. I'm here in Central Texas.
Yes, sir. I'm streaming live on YouTube as Go Amateur Radio. I'll give you a report. What is my report, please?
Come back.
What's my report, please?
I still didn't get you there. Got a little bit of noise coming in here.
Yeah, we got a lot of noise here, too. I was just asking, what is my report? What is my report?
You're coming in here with about a 9.
Thank you for the 9. You're about a 6 or 7. I'll give you a 5-7. Thank you for the contact, Marvin. Pleasure to meet you here. You can hear your audio on YouTube. Go Amateur Radio. Over.
Roger.
Thank you for the contact. 73. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ. I heard a Yankee in there.
Yeah, roger that. Good afternoon. Whiskey Zero, Kilo Echo Germany, the Keg Man. Hey, I've got you 5-9 with flowers. Nice signal in the Mike November, roger.
Thank you for the 5-9 to Minnesota. Kevin, nice to meet you. And tell me what you're running there, and then I'll give you a report.
Hey, you're coming with heat. Copy part 4427. Hey, thanks for being there, my friend. Really appreciate it. Thanks for activating N10. 73.
Oh, is there a Parks on the Air station here? This is Whiskey 4 NDK, CQ. Is there a Parks on the Air station? Let me check the POTA.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Sierra.
Okay, we switched to 28392. Is this frequency in use? Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ, W4 NDK, CQ, and standing by. CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ. CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ. CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ. CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ. CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ. CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ. CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo on 21293, CQ and standing by. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo on 21293, CQ and standing by. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4, November, Delta Kilo. CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4 NDK, CQ and standing by. CQ and standing by. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ, CQ, CQ. Looks like all the POTUS stations are on 20 meters right now. CQ and standing by. CQ, CQ, CQ. Whiskey 4 NDK. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ and standing by. It's kind of crazy playing radio in the middle of the day. CQ and standing by. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ and standing by. CQ, CQ, CQ. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 NDK. CQ and standing by. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, 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 Whiskey 4 NDK, Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo, CQ and standing by on 15 meters. CQ, 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 15 meters, Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo, we'll try, CQ and standing by. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilowatt. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilowatt. CQ and standing by.
November Alpha 0, Mexico Tango.
November Alpha 0, Mike Tango, Scott in Colorado. Scott in Colorado, how's it going today?
Hey Nathan, doing fantastic here. Got a little snow overnight, sun came out, hopefully melting off before the big game today.
Yeah, Roger. And you're in Parker, Colorado. What's that close to? And you're 5'3", by the way.
Roger, you are 5x7 here, and I'm in Parker, which is about 20 miles south and just a little east of Denver, kind of a third of the way down to Colorado Springs.
Okay, Roger. So not very far from Castle Rock, right?
Roger. We are north of Castle Rock by about 4 or 5 miles and east by about 8 or 10.
Okay, roger that. I've spent a lot of time out there working in technology jobs. Every company I was working for the last 10 years seemed to have a big presence in the Denver area, down in that area, Centennial area. So wonderful place, love it. A lot of great outdoor things, obviously, to do. Well, Scott, you're 5'3". I'm running a Yaesu FTDX10, 100 watts with a homebrew doublet antenna up about 40 feet. What are you running there, Scott?
I am on an Elecraft K4 with a hex beam at 100 watts, 100.
Yes, if I had my choice, that would be a radio that I would purchase. Love the Elecrafts. I have a KX2, and the hex beam, I'd buy one of those too. You're doing great. Thanks for doing that work there, and you can hear your audio on YouTube. On Go Amateur Radio, over.
Hey, Roger, I'll take a look at that when I get back in front of a PC here, that I can get out of this section that I'm in. So, all right, well, very good. I will take a look at that. Thanks for the contact. Hopefully your weather is fantastic today.
Yeah, we got 41 degrees and cloudy. It's snowing in our mountains about 2 hours away from here, and snowing north of us and in Tennessee to the west, and north of us in West Virginia. Over.
Hey, Roger. Yeah, copy that. We got a little snow overnight. We're supposed to get some off and on all week. Nothing real heavy right here in the Front Range. So, anyway, yeah, it should be good. We show 23 degrees right now and partly sunny.
23 degrees, nice. Well, I hope you get a lot of snow if you want it. And 73, thank you for the contact, and great picture of you up there at the summit.
Hey, Roger. Thanks for checking that out, and I will do yours as well. 7-3, have a great afternoon, and thanks for the cue. November Alpha 0, Mike Tango with Whiskey 4, NDK.
Yeah, you just came up quite a bit. I'm going to give you a 56. You're 5'6", North Carolina, Scott.
Hey, Roger. Thanks again. 7-3.
73. QRZ? Kilo India 5, Whiskey Tango. Is that Joe? We've talked quite a bit there. How you doing?
Doing good. We got 23-mile-an-hour winds here in the Dallas area, so I had to lower my wind.
Okay, well, you dropped way down into the noise, but you're about a 5'3" here, and I heard about the winds there. Hope you're doing okay, and hope you're having a good New Year. We talked the 3rd, so we've talked since New Year's Eve a couple days ago. But you sound good there, Joe. What's new there?
Roger, I got you about a 5'7" here. I'm still on the 991A with the Palomar Bullet Imped. It's about 53 feet, and it's only up 15 feet because of the wire break. I'm sorry, the wind right now.
Okay, Joe, I detect a little bit of RF there, You still using that generic condenser mic?
Yeah, I moved some things around. I got the power away from the radio, and it looks like it's having problems on 15 and 17 meters.
Okay, well, I'm sure you can get it worked out. It's good to hear you again on the 991A. 73 Joe, that's Kilo India 5, Whiskey Tango. It's my friend Joe in Texas. Nice to hear you, 73. QRZ? CQ, 15 meters. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. CQ, standing by. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo. CQ, CQ, CQ.
Whiskey Tango for Delta X-Ray.
Whiskey Tango 4 Delta X-Ray. Is that Temple in Texas?
That is correct. Here in just north of Houston, Texas, in a town called The Woodlands. And I've got you a 5x9. Good signal, over.
Well, thank you for the 5x9. You're a 5.6, 5.7. I'll give you a 5.7. Great audio, great audio. What are you doing to make that audio sound so good?
Well, actually, it's stock. My ICOM 7610, I just got, I think I've got -5 on the bass and +5 on the treble. And I've actually got the W2IHY processing equipment, but I'm not running any processing. I run a noise gate. But outside of that, I run no processing. Now, when I need to break a pileup, I'll hit there's a switch I can hit, and I can run high treble on it, and it kind of helps break the pileup. But outside of that, it's straight audio. I've got an Electro Voice RE27 microphone, but outside of that, just stock audio, over.
Well, it's working for you. That Electro Voice is making it sound very good. You got the bass and treble set just right on the 7610. Congratulations there, Temple. And my name is Nate, and I'm running a Yaesu FTD X10 with a 40-meter doublet antenna up about 40 feet. What's your antenna there?
Yeah, the antenna, it's a company out of Spain. It's called Big Signal. It's a broadband antenna. It's kind of like a spider beam. It's not a spider beam proper, but it's like a spider beam. I used to run a cobweb, but this particular antenna is a broadband antenna. It's set up for it. You know, the manufacturer says it can run 5 bands. I run all the bands on it, everything except 160 with the tuner. I've got an HF Auto, and I can tune it up pretty good. But anyway, it's called their Skyline Antenna. If you look at my QRZ page, I've got an icon for Big Signal, and you can click on it if you're curious and look at the Skyline Antenna. But it's only up about I guess it's about 32 feet or so. Last time I kind of took a hard look at it, we'll call it 30 feet for all practical purposes. But that's the antenna I'm running. I've got an ICOM 7610, the amplifier running my backup ALS 600 amplifier. I blew the capacitors on my RF2KS running some digital modes. And anyway, I'm getting an upgraded capacitor set up on that, and hopefully we'll get that back sooner than later, over.
And QSL, well, it's working for you. Everything sounds great. And you can hear your audio on YouTube. Go Amateur Radio is my channel, over.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll check it out for sure. Anytime I talk to someone that has that, I will actually go listen to see what it sounds like on the other end, over.
Yep, QSL. And I might put for the picture, for the icon on the live stream later on, a picture of that Big Signal antenna, the Skyline, just to lead people to your QSO to listen to how it sounds. Sounds good. Well, thank you very much for the contact. Yeah, I've got family down in Houston, so maybe we'll talk on 2 meters one day when I get down there, or 75. 73 WT4DX, W4NDK. Nice to meet you.
Absolutely, Nate. Have a great weekend and rest of the weekend and a great week, and we'll talk again soon. W4NDK from WT4DX. 73.
73. Great audio there. That sounded wonderful. 73. Have a good day. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo, QRZ. CQ 15 meters, streaming on YouTube as Go Amateur Radio. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo, Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo, CQ. CQ. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo, Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo, CQ. Okay, I'll take one more. I've already got 11 contacts. I'm not doing a POTA, but I just try to get 10 minimum. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo, CQ, and standing by. If anyone's listening, I'll also put in the index the call signs of the folks I talked to with the timestamps. They can click on the timestamp and get right to our QSO. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, CQ, and standing by. So I only see one strong signal out there on 15. I'll try a couple more times, but I think it's the band. Sounds like we got another solar flare or something in the last couple days. I think there were 2 in a row. Maybe that's affecting us. But it is the middle of the day, and we got some bad weather coming in. This is W4 NDK QRZ. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, QRZ. It looks like 10, 15, and 20 are open right now. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, QRZ. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. CQ, CQ, CQ. CQ, CQ, CQ. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. CQ, CQ, CQ. SFI is 209 and the SSN is 190. And looking at the vocap, it looks, and also thank you very much there, Gregor, for letting me know that space weather shows lots of colors on the radio blackout map. So attenuation from a flare. QRZ? Okay, I'm going to shut it down. Thank you guys for joining the live stream and for the QSOs. If there's somebody else out there, I'll give it one more try. W4 NDK, QRZ. Is the frequency in use? Let me try this. 14.266 CQ W4 NDK.
Whiskey Bravo 8 Tango Yankee Delta.
Tango Yankee Delta?
Roger, roger.
Okay, is that Brian in Ohio?
Roger, roger.
Wow, nice HT in your picture, over.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite radios.
QSL Brian. You're 5'7" here, North Carolina.
Got a 5'7", Heinz 57 back at you. We're watching snow like crazy here in Cincinnati. I just happened to come up here in the shack and flip the radio on, and I was posted some pictures on Facebook of running my dog in the woods a little bit ago in the snow. So I just happened to be on this frequency and heard you, so I figured I'd answer you. Over.
Okay, yeah, thanks for doing that. I was wondering how you got back to me so quickly. I thought you might be on the live stream I'm doing right now. My live stream is Go Amateur Radio.
Okay, I'll have to check that out. Can I get the call sign again?
Sure, yeah, there's a link on QRZ to it. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo.
Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo from Whiskey Bravo 8 Tango Yankee Delta. I don't have my computer up or anything. Like I said, I just sat down, but I'll get her all fired up here. I'm getting everything in the shack warmed up, and the wife's making a big pot of kielbasa soup. Got the house smelling great already. We've probably already got, I don't know, maybe a little over a half inch of snow, 3/4 of an inch, and it's coming down heavy. So looking forward to getting snowed in for a couple days. We're prepared, got the generator gassed up and ready to go. So just in case anything happens, we're ready. So it looks like I'm going to get some good shack time today. Over.
Yep, QSL. Yeah, I wish you were getting a little snow here, but we're not. And I see that snow hitting Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina mountains, and Ohio. So you're right up there in it. Enjoy and stay safe there when you're driving. And 73. Enjoy the shack time.
Okay, 7-3.
I'll be clear with Whiskey Bravo 8, Tango Yankee Delta. That's Brian in Cincinnati. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. QRZ. CQ 20 meters. This is W4NDK. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. CQ.
November 3 Yankee Hotel Whiskey. Papa Kilo. Ocean Queen Papa.
I'll start with the whiskey, and then I'll go to the Kilo station, the ending at Kilo, and then the Ocean Queen Papa. Go ahead, station with the whiskey.
Kilo Charlie 3 Yankee Hotel Whiskey.
Kilo Charlie 3 Yankee Hotel Whiskey. Hey, Frank, good to hear you again. The antenna in the attic's working great. You're 5'8".
Roger, I appreciate that. You are as well. 582, 73.
Hey, 73, thanks for the contact. Let me get this logged in here, and 73. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo, the station ending in Kilo.
Kilo Charlie 3 is Victor Papa Kilo.
Kilo Charlie 3, Victor Papa Kilo, Benjamin or Ben in Pennsylvania. You're 5'9" here in North Carolina.
Roger, Roger. I have you as a 5'8", 5'8". You fluctuate a little bit, but in Pennsylvania, 73, my friend, good luck.
Yeah, 73, and thanks to Gregor for spotting me on 20. Nice to meet you there, Ben. 73, that's Kilo Charlie 3, Victor Papa Kilo. This is Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. The station with Oscar, Quebec, Papa.
November 8, Oscar, Quebec, Papa. Good afternoon from northern Ohio.
Good afternoon to you, William or Bill. Are you getting any snow up there?
Yeah, we have pretty much had ours. We've got a bunch of lake effect that's been going through here the last couple of days. I think totals come out in my front yard about 6-7 inches. I'm just kind of east of Akron. Name here is actually Pat. It's the call book calls me William, but I'm actually go by my middle name, which is Pat. So I was tuning through here and heard you talking to that other gentleman about the snow, and figured I'd jump in here myself and just tell you about ours.
Yeah, QSL, we never get snow in Charlotte. We get some ice maybe once a year. We get snow every 10 years. So I always like to hear about it. I was up in the Northwest, almost in Canada, just recently, and we got 4 to 6 inches a day for an entire week. It was just beautiful. So, but I'm sure you're tired of it. Well, Pat, nice to meet you on 14266. I'm streaming live on YouTube, and it's Go Amateur Radio. Nice to meet you in 73.
73, and have a grand afternoon. I'll hopefully catch you down the page sometime. November 8, Oscar, Quebec, Papa.
73, Pat. QRZ.
November 9, X-Ray Charlie.
Okay, there's a little pile up there. I'll take November 9 X-Ray Charlie.
QSL, this is Chris here in Tennessee, and I have you a 5'9" in the clear.
QSL, Chris in Tennessee. You getting snow there? You're 5'9" here.
Roger, Roger. What do you go by on YouTube? I'll go look it up.
Go Amateur Radio. Go Amateur Radio.
Roger, Roger. I'll go check you out, man. Appreciate you, and have a good one.
Yeah, what's your weather, by the way?
The weather here is 44 degrees right here where I'm sitting at in Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, close to Alabama.
Okay, no snow, I guess, there. 73 there. Nice to meet you, Chris.
Nice to meet you. 73, buddy.
That's November 9 X-Ray Charlie in Tennessee down near Alabama. He's not getting snow. 73, W4 NDK, QRZ.
November 1, Juliet.
November 3, Delta Lima.
November 3, stand by. November 1, go ahead.
Yeah.
November 1.
November 1, Juliet Tango Kilo.
November 1, Juliet Tango Kilo. Is that Jack in Connecticut?
Sure is, Nate.
Okay, we haven't talked in about 3 years. It's been a while. You are 5'7" here, North Carolina.
Yeah, QSL, that last time you were out in the park, but you're 5'9" here in southeastern Connecticut, over.
QSL, thank you for the 5'9" to southeast Connecticut. And pleasure is all mine to make contact with you. Thank you very much, Jack. And 73.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of the day. 73.
73. The station, November 3, Delta Lima, is that right?
Yeah, Roger. It is. The handle here is Tim Tango India Mike, and located here in western Pennsylvania.
Okay, yeah, we got family from Indiana, PA. And you are 5'9" here, North Carolina.
QSL to 5'9", North Carolina. I'll give you a 5'9" plus here into Butler County. And, yeah, not too far from Indiana, probably about 20 minutes.
Yes, sir. I see a note under your log there that I was in Long Key, Florida, or you were. I think it was me. Over.
Yeah, Roger. That was you, I believe.
Yeah, we were traveling, and I was getting some contacts in 2020. That was a long time ago. Well, nice to have contact. Nice to make a contact with you, Timothy. November 3, Delta Lima, Whiskey 4, NDK. I'll turn it over to you for your final.
Sounds good, Nate. Appreciate you picking me up here. And I got some real good friends, have been lifelong friends who are clients. So I don't know if you're related to them or not, but they're here in the area. Matter of fact, a real good friend of mine, my dad's actually was Tim Klein. So, yeah, I'll hand it back to you. Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo, Norway 3 Delta Lima. All the best, my friend. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. My clients are from Indiana, Pennsylvania area, east of Pittsburgh, and we're friends with the Kowalczyks and those folks. They might be distant relatives, but I don't know a Tim Klein, but I will ask my dad. Over.
Yeah, Roger. There's actually quite a few of them who we're friends with up here, too. So I don't know if any of them, you're related to any of them there, but there's a lot of them, that's for sure. So 7-3 is all the best to you. Good to get you in the log.
Yeah, good to get you, too, in the log. Do they spell it? How do they spell it?
It's actually spelled the exact same way yours is.
Okay, yep, we got a lot of them up there. They go all the way down to Harrisonburg, Virginia. Okay, 73, and I heard another station in there. Go ahead. QRZ?
November 7, Mike. Delta 2, Delta Kilo.
Delta Kilo, standby. November 7, Mike?
Mike is Zulu Whiskey, Chuck in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Chuck in Cheyenne. Nice to hear you, Chuck. I was up in Montana a couple weeks ago, and beautiful up there. Over.
Yeah, we have some family property, Wolf Creek near Helena. I'm in capital of Cheyenne, Wyoming. Really short skip on 14 meg. Antenna sagging with ice here. Anyway, handled Chuck, and you're real 5'7" with great audio. I was Air Force medic stationed in the emergency room at Lowry, 75 to 78, and worked off duty as a lifeguard at Cherry Creek State Park. Over.
Roger. Well, lucky you, being in that area, from that area. It's beautiful up there. Yeah, we were skiing. We were skiing in Montana. We also went dog sledding there near Big Sky. I fell in love with that area. Got to get back, and love Wyoming too. What a great place. I believe that my boss's son lives near you, near Cheyenne, and I think he's in law enforcement. Don't know what his name is. His last name is Hall, H-A-L-L. Over.
Yeah, my landlord is Hall, not in law enforcement, but I think a brother is. Small world on the last couple of Qs. Confirm your current QTH there. You're at US 1213 in Colorado.
Negative. I'm not POTA. I hope I'm not stepping on someone that's POTA. I've been on this frequency for a while, but I am at my home QTH in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay, Roger.
No sweat. We got you. Happy New Year. Enjoy your ham radio activity today. I'm bouncing around the dial. 7-3 from Chuck, November 7. Many zebras walking in Old Cheyenne.
Okay, many zebras walking. See you, Chuck. 73. Thank you for the contact. Great signal. And QRZ.
Kilo Mike 4, Sierra Foxtrot.
Whiskey 9, Alpha Juliet Tango.
Ending in Tango, stand by. Kilo Mike 4, go ahead.
Yeah, Kilo Mike 4, Sierra Foxtrot. Foxtrot with 5-9 in Tampa.
Thank you for the 5-9 Tampa. You're 5-5 North Carolina. Nice to meet you, Sean. What's your weather?
Oh, it's great. It's clear skies. I'm in the backyard here. Just set up a little antenna. Testing out my new rig. I've been on the air for about 5 years now. So you're my contact. That's all these years and years.
Did you step away from the hobby, or are you a new ham?
No, I just stepped away from the hobby. Yeah, it's just, some stuff going on. So I'm back. It's little by little,
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're your second contact, and I'm glad you sound good there. A little bit of bass there, but you sound good from Tampa, and I'm on the doublet antenna. What's your antenna?
Believe it or not, it's a little POTA antenna I have. I just, it's a little, what they call a super antenna. It's called an M1, a couple of radios on the floor. Before that, I had a bell traditional back. This is what I'm doing right now. It's good now.
Okay, super antenna, got it. Well, thanks for the contact there, Sean. Kilo Mike 4, Sierra Foxtrot. You can hear your audio on Go Amateur Radio on YouTube. 73. And there was a Tango station.
Whiskey 9, Alpha Juliet Tango, Northeast Florida.
Whiskey 9, Alpha Juliet Tango. Is that Alan?
That would be correct.
Okay, Alan, you're 5'6", 5'7". Let me give you 5'7", North Carolina.
Very good. I got you 5'9" here in Northeast Florida.
All right, yeah, my antenna orients towards there, and pleasure is mine talking to you. What are you running for your antenna, and you running any power?
Just 100 watts into a 20-meter dipole up about 30 feet.
Well, you're doing it right. You're doing it right. Nice to meet you, Alan. 73 from Whiskey 4 ADK. You can hear your great audio on Go Amateur Radio on YouTube.
Very good. 73 to you. Have a great day.
Happy New Year, 73. Whiskey 4 ADK, QRZ.
Alpha India 5, Uniform 4,
Alpha Delta Juliet.
Juliet, stand by, Alpha India.
Roger, Alpha India 5, Uniform Queen.
Alpha India 5, Uniform Quebec. Bobby in Oklahoma, you're 5'7".
Roger, got you 5'7", Oklahoma, friend.
Thank you for the 5'7", 73.
73.
Juliet station, go ahead. Station ending Juliet. QRZ.
Kilo Echo 8, Whiskey Mike Sierra.
Kilo Echo 8, Whiskey Mike Sierra. That's Andrew. We've spoken before. Yeah, the G90. Is that what you're using today?
Indeed I am. Another beautiful G90 afternoon. How are you doing?
Doing well. You're 5'5", but sound much louder than that in North Carolina. Great audio. And how do I sound to you?
You're about a 5'5" here as well. Got a little bit of noise, but it might be on my end.
Okay, yeah, I hope it's not anything coming from my radio. I'll have to tune up a little bit. I think that might be it.
Very good, yeah.
Yeah, thank you for coming back to me, Andrew. Nice to hear you again. You can hear your audio on Go Amateur Radio. I just went down the tune. I missed what you said last, so would you please repeat that? I apologize.
No worries. I think I just have a dryer making a lot of ground noise here.
Oh, I'm familiar with that. If we start this, we bought an old Speed Queen washer from a laundromat. If we start that thing, I hear all kinds of noise on the band. So I've got a listening antenna on the ground, loop on ground, and I've got a part on order so that I can hook it up so that it will trigger the PTT. But Andrew, nice to talk to you, and Happy New Year.
To you too. Thanks so much. 73.
73. I'll take one more. QRZ.
Whiskey 4, Bravo, Tango, Juliet. Zanzibar, November.
Okay, November, stand by. Whiskey 4, Bravo, Tango, Juliet.
Hey, good afternoon. I hope you're doing well. Tim here in Fort Myers, Florida.
Okay, Fort Myers, Florida. Tim, you're sounding great. You're 5'9" here in North Carolina.
You're also 5'9" here in Fort Myers.
Thank you for the 5'9". Happy New Year. And I know you're not getting any snow down there, but we're going to get it north of us. Not in Charlotte, but north of us. They'll get it up in the North Carolina mountains. 73, and have a great January. Hopefully we talk again soon.
73s. Take care. Happy New Year, and we'll hopefully catch you again. W4BTJ.
Okay. Maybe we'll see you on a cruise. I remember we talked about the cruise last time. QRZ, the station I had stand by. I forgot the call sign. Please go ahead.
Okay. Washington 3, Boston, Zanzibar, November. W3BZN, over.
Whiskey 3, Bravo, Zulu, November. Is that Thomas in Pennsylvania?
That is, and you're 58 in Western PA.
Okay, you're 57, North Carolina. What are you running, Thomas?
I'm running an old Kenwood, a TS440 sugar to a dipole, over.
Okay, and is it barefoot?
It is barefooted.
Okay, well, you went up to a 5'9", so working great there. In Altoona to North Carolina. Thomas, nice to meet you here, and if you want to hear your audio, go to YouTube, go Amateur Radio, over.
Okay, I missed your name.
Name is Nate, November Alpha Tango Echo, and it's Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo.
Okay, Nate, very good. 73s, have fun.
73s, you too. I'll take one more.
Alpha Delta 2, Delta Kilo.
Oh, yeah, I think I heard you earlier. I'm sorry if I didn't get back to you. Alpha Delta 2, Delta Kilo, John in New York, 5'9".
Oh, you're 5'9 plus here. Great signal.
Yeah, what are you running to make it sound so good?
I'm running a Kenwood Tango Sierra 990 with the Kenwood MC60 desk mic, 200 watts into a dipole.
And how you feeding the dipole?
I'm feeding the dipole through a homemade balun.
You use an open wire ladder line or coax?
I'm using coax.
Wow, well, it's working. That's excellent signal down here to North Carolina. You're about 600 miles away, and I appreciate the contact there. If you want to hear your audio, it's on YouTube, and you can get a link to it on my QRZ page, over.
Very good. I will check that out.
Okay, Alpha Delta 2, Delta Kilo, Whiskey 4, November Delta Kilo. John, nice to meet you, and have a great upcoming week, and hopefully we have a QSO again soon.
Very good, Nate. 73s.
73. One more. QRZ.
Whiskey 5, Alpha Zulu Oscar.
Whiskey 5, Alpha Zulu Oscar, Patricia, Texas. We haven't talked in a while. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great.
Okay, and you're sounding good. You're 5'9" here.
5'9", Texas. Yippee!
Yeah. And what's your antenna?
G5RV up in the pine trees. We're at the cabin.
Oh, Roger. Are you running any power or barefoot?
We got about 100 watts.
Okay, QSL. Well, nice to talk to you. I'll turn the frequency back over to normal use, but nice to hear you, Patricia. Whiskey 5 Alpha Zulu Oscar. This is Whiskey 4 November Delta Kilo 73.
73, Murphy.
Kilo Alpha 1, Whiskey 5 Alpha Zulu Oscar.
Kilo Alpha 1.
3 Yankee Hotel Whiskey. Do you copy?
Yankee Hotel Whiskey, stand by. Kilo Alpha 1, go ahead.
Kilo Alpha 1, Quebec, November Sierra.
Kilo Alpha 1, Quebec, November Sierra. David in New Hampshire, 5'7".
November 5, Juliet.
Very good, James. You're 5959, and New Hampshire name's Dave, obviously. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave, for the contact. Pleasure to meet you. Have a great week in 73. There's a Yankee Hotel Whiskey standing by.
Yankee, yes, this is Kilo Charlie 3 Yankee Hotel Whiskey calling Whiskey 5 Alpha Zulu Oscar.
Well, it's his frequency. Can't call me.
November 5. November 5.
Way up here in Lewis, Delaware, Whiskey 5 Alpha Zulu Oscar.
I had a November 5 standing by. November 5, go ahead.
November 5, Juliet Sierra Alpha.
November 5, Juliet Sierra Alpha, Michael in Louisiana, 5-9, North Carolina.
Roger, roger, you're 10 over, 10 over.
Thank you for that. What antenna you running and what power?
Roger, this is 50 watts. 50 watts and a MFED dipole at 60 feet.
Well, you're doing it right. Okay, well, I'll turn the frequency back over. Nice to talk to you, Michael. You're in the log. November 5, Juliet Sierra Alpha. If you want to hear the audio, go to YouTube, to my channel, Go Amateur Radio. And y'all have a good week. Happy January. Happy New Year. 73, Whiskey 4, NDK. Clear.
Whiskey 5, Alpha Zulu Oscar. I'm here if you wanted to talk to me, whoever you were.
Hello there. This is Kilo Charlie 3 Yankee Hotel Whiskey. How are you doing down there in Texas?
I'm doing great, and you're 5'9". What's your, where are you?
I'm in Lewis, Delaware. You're about 5'7".
All right. Did you want to say something or what?
I just wanted to know if I was getting out there and if you could hear me. I just have a inverted V wire in my attic, and I wanted to see if you could hear me.
All right. Well, I can hear you, but be kind in the future, because that was that other guy's frequency. He hadn't finished yet. Okay?
Roger that. You know, I didn't mean to step on his toes. He said he was going to